We're going to use AI for what it's designed for, which is to help us help our customers. We have to be built on a foundation of exceptional people that are ready to serve our customers at every level.
Welcome back to another episode of Andy's Talk. Today, we are joined by, I'm going to say it, it's my best friend in the world, Cody Tevis. He is a local marketing director at a spray foam company called IPS. Cody, how are you today?
Spray foam manufacturer. Okay.
Let's start. Spray foam manufacturer. Cody, how are you doing today?
Doing good.
What did
Glad
I
to be here.
say?
Company, which is also true.
Well, you're not a company, so.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
He's already starting correcting me. This is going to be a great episode. I'm glad you guys are going to be able to see our true relationship here. Cody reached out and was like, hey, man, the podcasts are great. And he's like, can you please do one? I was like, maybe. I'm not sure that you're the best fit, but we're here. He's on the podcast today. I want Cody to kind of share with you guys about what IPS is doing. It is a newer company, but they're growing super fast. They're located right here in New Albany, Indiana, but what do you call them? DFWs?
Yeah, MDCs.
MDCs all over the country. So, Cody, tell me a little bit about IPS.
Yeah, so when Braden reached out to me to do the podcast because he needed us on, I knew I wanted to talk about kind of exactly what we are, why we started, because there's a handful of spray foam manufacturers across the country, and that's kind of the problem. There's a bunch of spray foam contractors, and that's an important distinction. Contractors are the folks that are spraying the foam in walls, roofs, basements, all that good stuff, attics. But the manufacturers, we're just making the foam and getting that to the contractors. And there's a few manufacturers in the country, but one of the main problems that we saw was these manufacturers really are catered towards larger contractors that are ordering huge amounts of foam, large volume, that are getting just semi-trucks of foam ordered. And the problem is there's a lot of contractors that are doing smaller volumes. They just need one or two sets of foam or four sets. And for those who don't know what a set of foam is, spray foam is two parts, iso and resin, and when they come together, it makes spray foam. So you got to have a barrel of both of those, and that's one set. So a lot of these folks, they're kind of getting neglected by these larger manufacturers, and we saw that issue.
Astronomical fees and
yeah, they would have to pay. Let's say if you had to LTL, which is a half truck, send that foam to you across the country. You're going to pay an extra $500 to $1,000 or more. And that's just the delivery fee. And then manufacturers would charge on top of that. So it's just really hard for small guys to be taken care of. So we saw that issue. And so our model is these MDCs that we mentioned, material distribution centers, that we're placing all across the country. And those exist so that we have one manager running those locations, and they are the sales manager. They're their own warehouse manager. They're the delivery guy. They do everything. So when somebody needs foam in a city, we will bring it to a job site. We'll bring you two sets of foam to your job site. We'll bring it to your house. Wherever you're at, we'll bring it straight to you.
Are those spots in the United States specifically picked, or are you finding people that are already there? How does that work?
Yeah, so the main strategy that we have when it comes to expanding is, first, we find great people, because with this model, we have to be built on a foundation of exceptional people that are ready to serve our customers at every level. Then we will do a market analysis and make sure the market's there to fit it, which it usually is, because spray foam's a huge industry. But yeah, we always find the people first, and that usually dictates the location.
What is your role at IPS, and how long have you been there? And then right after that, we want to know more about the person on here. So tell me about your background. What do you do, and all that good stuff.
Yeah, so I went to school in this area, middle school, high school, college, and worked at a few different places. Worked at a church for a while, which Braden and I worked at a church together. Good times. I moved on to a few agencies, worked there for some time. And what I kind of learned on the agency side of things was, you're either going to be doing, when you're working in an agency, you're going to be doing basically one project for 100 different people. And so your attention is kind of divvied up that way.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're working for one company, one brand, you're going to be doing 100 projects for one company.
Yeah.
And just the way that I work mentally, that is just a better fit for me overall. I can focus my energy, time, and attention towards moving the needle forward for one organization as opposed to just getting one project done for multiple companies. So worked at a few agencies, at a church, did a season of TV for a show, did a lot of different things to figure out what was a good fit for me, and then finally landed at IPS as their marketing guy, doing all their marketing stuff. This is yesterday marked 1 year in business for us. And I came on in April. So April 2024. And, one of my main goals was I just got to get us on the map. We had nothing. So all of my energy was going towards content, which you guys do a ton of. You totally understand the value of that. So getting content out, just brand awareness has been my number one focus for the past 7 months.
What's the cool trademark that you guys got with the sticker that's on that cup right there? What do you guys got?
Yeah, so there's a sticker. Some amazing designer made it. His name starts with a C, ends in Odie. It's very good.
Oh.
So there's a Facebook group that has, well, I'll start with this. My first month on the job, I knew Google Ads were important, so I just ran a Google Ads campaign. And I quickly learned that our customer base is not typing into Google spray foam manufacturers near me.
It's probably like having a hole and you're like, here's some cash. You just throw that in the hole and hope that works.
It's exactly what happened. So found out there's a Facebook group with a ton of spray foam contractors in it. And so joined that, and these folks are just posting like them on the job, spraying foam, getting ready.
Is there a lot of manufacturers in that group, or is it really just contractors?
Yeah, there's manufacturers in the group, but it's mostly contractors because there's so many of them. And then I just kept seeing this term. They would post, them spraying, and they would just say, I'm out here laying that butter. And because when foam is cured and laid, and if it's done really nicely, it looks like butter. So what I pretty quickly learned is how behind this industry is in a marketing, from a marketing aspect. And I was like, okay, how much intellectual property can we just collect? And lay that butter was like the very first thing. Like, okay, we're gonna, forward that domain. We're gonna buy that domain, forward it to our website, put it on T-shirts, copyright it, because we are in the business of providing the best foam to our people, and just tagging in on those industry terms that people already use. Years ago, I used to follow this guy on YouTube, and he was a photographer, and he had this shirt that said "shoot raw," and raw is a photography term for a true file with all the metadata in it. And it's just an industry specific term. I would have never bought that dude's t-shirt if it just had his logo on it. I don't even remember the guy's name. I just remember the saying of the t-shirt. But he had that industry specific term on it. And so I bought a t-shirt. And that's kind of the same principle. Like our goal is to get our customers excited about things they're already doing and capitalize on that.
In the world of like spray foam installation, most people don't even go to their attics or even see it. Like, what's the biggest misconception of that industry?
Yeah, I would say probably the biggest misconception is that it's too expensive or it doesn't pay for itself, or you can just put in fiberglass or cellulose or some other insulation material, which you can for sure. But the science behind spray foam is proven again and again. I mean, it is tenfold better in every way than fiberglass and cellulose, and it's going to just last in your home forever. It adds value to your house if you go to resell it. And it's a solution for anybody that is in their home that wants to stay there for 30 years or they want to sell it and add value to it. It really is the best overall option for spray foam and for insulation, and it pays for itself over time because your energy bills are going to be cut by up to 50% every month over month.
What would be your advice to somebody that wants to get into marketing? Both of us have very similar backgrounds. We both end up in the service business or, in that industry of home improvement and all of that stuff. What would you recommend people do? Like, how do you get into marketing? Is it college? Is it internships? Is it YouTube? Like, what would you say?
Yeah. Every person is different and every person has different strengths, and marketing is such a broad initiative. I mean, it's such a broad term. I think my best advice would be, because there's just so many different styles of marketing, you have to figure out what you are really strong at. If it's content, if it's analytics, if it's ads, if it's, whatever it is, you're going to have some core strength. I would double down on that and kind of make that your style of marketing. And if you become really good at that style, that's going to fit an organization somewhere. And it will help you understand what's not a good fit for you over the course of time. If a company's looking for somebody who's an SEO expert and you're just a wizard behind a camera that can create great content, then that's probably not a good fit. But if you never figure that out, then you might have some, tough times taking on jobs that maybe you're not a good fit for. So
you can niche yourself in marketing, but you really, if you're going to be in any one company, one brand, you have to know a lot about a little about a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And you don't have if you're in an agency, of course, but that's one thing I found out about being a marketing director here is that you have to know almost everything, or at least help guide somebody in the right direction or find somebody that's better at it, but you still got to have that knowledge of it.
Yeah. You got to lead with your strength, but that has to be supported by your ability to learn at least a little bit about all the other stuff, because that informs however you're leading with your strength. So if you are an SEO expert, you do have to have some context on how to make good content, even if you're not a photographer, videographer, because content informs SEO. It's all interconnected. So you do have to really understand how to ask good questions, I always tell people college taught me one thing, and it's how to effectively Google the right question. I mean, that sounds stupid, but you just have to know what to Google. And I don't know. To me, that's a really important part of really anything, is being able to figure out issues and being able to learn very quickly.
A couple more things here. What are your thoughts, and how do you implement AI as a marketing director in your company now? And what are your thoughts going forward with AI?
Yeah, they're ever evolving thoughts about AI. Currently, what I think about it, it's at a spot for me. I'm basically a one-man band. So, I use AI tools to help me basically build a launch pad. Kind of my personal rule is, and again, this is a personal rule, I will never directly take AI generated content and post it.
Yeah.
It's only ever used for me as, again, a launch pad, an outline or a roadmap or a plan or a strategy that then I take and implement, or if it's even granular like a blog, I will take that blog, rewrite it, because AI is great, but it still doesn't know every nuance of your business and your voice and your tone. And I think people are fatigued. I think people are starting to get content fatigue, especially around AI. And Google specifically is rewarding human content with real experts talking about real things they've done on camera. So I think it's going to be really important moving forward that there's some sort of, I don't know, line in the sand drawn where we, as like marketing professionals, we agree like, hey, we're going to use AI for what it's designed for, which is to help us help our customers, not replace us. Because one, even as great as AI is, again, people consuming that content, I think, get fatigued by it and can tell. So,
last thing before we get off here, if there's somebody watching this and you wanted to let them know that IPS is here to help you do this, or what's your ideal customer, and that plus how can they reach out to you if they need you? Like, what do you want to let the world know about IPS to end this?
Yeah, I would say, I'm just going to go back to like, we are built on a foundation of great people. And that's at every level.
Shout out Rye, the spray foam guy.
Yeah. We pride ourselves in the human interaction where the transaction takes place. And so whether you're a new contractor, brand new contractor that needs training, that needs to just get better at spraying foam, if you're a seasoned professional that just needs a reliable supplier that's going to get you everything you need, we truly are a one-stop shop.
Are you guys selling all the ancillary stuff too?
Yeah, all the ancillary, because foam isn't the only thing you need to get stuff done. You need plastic to mask things off. You need tape to hold the plastic down. You need spray suits, baffles, gloves, parts cleaner. I mean, the list goes on and on. And, one of the terms that we've coined is we exist for the success of our contractors. Because when you win, we win.
Yeah.
We're here to all boats rise situation. So whether you're a new contractor, seasoned contractor, anywhere in between, we are here to supply you with everything you need to get your job done. And then also homeowners that need their houses sprayed. We are building a network of trusted spray foam applicators that we've been on their job sites, we've vetted their work, we've seen how they operate. So if you need something sprayed in your home or a barn, we're a great place to reach out to, because we can instantly provide you with a vetted, reliable spray foam professional that's going to take care of you.
Yeah.
So, and you can reach us on our website, sprayips.com, or any of our social media accounts, which is Spray IPS.
Well, thanks for coming out today, Cody. Like you said, you guys are in the market for spray foam, or you need that product, call them. They can help find the right person to do it. It's the new thing to do, right? Spray foam is the best option. So reach out to Cody or his team if you guys need that. Go follow them on all the platforms. Like always, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Click the link or in the bell and stay up to date on all of our content. We're pretty funny. Connor's doing a great job. So stay tuned and we'll see you next time.